Welcome everybody to Alfredo GT Racing. Today we have a race from last week's schedule. We raced in a Draft Masters Xfinity Cup race in the Xfinity Toyota Supercar. I am sitting in first place in the green and black number 5 car. I had still not yet done a custom livery for the car, so for now the stock colors I have preset will make do. So now we're going to go over the qualifying leaderboard and the starting lineup for this race. In first place, yours truly, in the number 5 car. Sorry. In second place, Zach G in the number 13. Third place, Markel R in the number 3. Fourth place, Leon L in the number 4 car. Fifth place, James D in the number 16. Sixth place, Patrick J in the number 19. Seventh, Matt W in the number 9. Eighth place, Jeff R in the number 7. Ninth place, Jeff H in the number 18. 10th place, John B in the number 2. 11th, Arturo M in the number 20. 12th place, Chris S in the number 12. 13th, Talon E in the number 17. 4th place, Johnny R in the number 15. And Johnny actually plays a pivotal role towards the end of the race. In the number 15, in 15th place, Braids S in the number 8. 16th, Kyle F in the number 1. 17th, Troy S in the number 6. 18th, Zach T in the number 10. 19th, Jimmy E in the number 11. And 20th place, Biker C in the number 14 car. Very top grid. Now here we go, preparing for the race start. Pace car should be going in just a second. And pace car is in. I now control the pace of the race. And moving here, going, green flag. Right off the bat though, I had a horrible start. Kind of misjudged more or less when the start would be, so the 13 car ends up getting ahead of me before lap 1. Immediately leave 2 positions. We have Leon Lewis in the 4 car and Zach G in the 13 car. And this 13 car kind of gave us some troubles halfway through the race. Here again, taking the inside line just a little bit faster than the outside line, so I take my second place back. Now right here, the pack behind me starts getting a little bit squirrely, and there seemed to be a little bit of close action there between the number 7 car, the number 2, number 16, number 9 car. There's a handful of cars there that got in that little scuffle and lost position, but now leading into lap 2, the number 13 car is still leading. I'm in second place. Markel R, the number 3 car, is right behind me, but we kind of keep going back and forth in position since he is holding that outside line with the 4 and 18 car. But directly behind me is the number 12 car? Yes, the 12 car. Sorry, I kind of having a hard time. The 18 car kind of taps the wall there at the top of the bend there, top of the corner. Pulls through, doesn't wreck himself or doesn't wreck everybody else either. Thank goodness. Moving on. We are at lap 3. By this point, positions are still being swapped. The 13 car leads, the 4 car right behind, 18 kind of creeping in, and 3, and then myself, 12 car behind, 19, 20, and the 15 car leading right behind as well. Now, we just passed the number 16 car who actually got a clear penalty for repairs, just going into the the end of lap 3, beginning of lap 4. Quite unfortunate for him. He has to go in and pit and repair his vehicle. So for him, his loss was quite big. And not sure what happens here, but the number 3 slows down just enough for me to get around him. And I get right back into 4th place behind the number 4 car and the 18 car on the outside. But the 18 car, again, with no one giving him a push on the outside or a tow, he is losing speed. So we slowly but surely kind of get past him. Down on the left, you can see the radar in the middle of my screen, and he's right side by side me, and I just slowly pass him again, because he's only side drafting. He's not directly drafting off of us, so he's keeping up, but he's not passing. It's not until I think that number 15 car, I think, pulls in behind him a little bit, or he ends up making his way in. But the 13 car, for some reason or another, was hogging both lanes, as you can see here. This is the problem that I was talking about. As you can see, the 18 car, again, still side by side with me, coming into lap 6, and he does try to make a couple moves outside of the 13 car, but the 13 car keeps doing this little swerve thing. I just barely managed to get side by side with the 4 car and not wreck and keep him and myself in the race, and now just drafting off of the 13 trying to play catch up. But the 13 keeps swerving to the middle and then swerving back down when you get close. See, the 18 gets here right next to him, and the 13 kind of swings up. And by this point, I was kind of hoping he would leave enough space for me to just kind of settle myself in the inside line there, but he didn't, so I backed out a little bit and tried not to lose too much space between us. Kind of worked out. So for now, I'm going to play the long game. By now, lap 7, I sit in first place towards the end of the lap. And this only happens because the 13 car does give away the inside. Here, just a little bump, let him know I'm there. Let him know it ain't sweet, you know, and this was his mistake right here, giving up the inside, going to block the outside lane as well, while trying to block me, and now he's stuck on the outside. And he may side draft me and catch up, push me back, pull me back. However, on the turns, he's always going to lose out. He is always going to lose a little bit of that draft on the turns and slow down. This is prime example number 1. He starts catching up just a little bit, and as you see here on the turns, he just slows down. However, he did touch the wall a little bit. He touched the wall out here in Daytona, in the middle of the turn, you lose a lot of time. But again, that side draft, doing its work, doing his job right here, pulling him in, pulling him forward, getting him up in front of me at this point. But once again, the inside line will always be faster on this turn, on these turns, and the draft helps as well. So inside line keeps me in first place, keeps him behind us. That number 18 car, though, however, looking at it, keeps getting squirrely, and he does eventually, I believe, get into an accident, if I'm not wrong, somewhere around here. Now, if we watch closely, you notice when the number 13 car pops out, the number 18 car comes up and starts drafting off him, but the problem is that the 18 car tries to bump him, as we see here, while he's turning. So the 18 car, in essence, rotates the back end of that 13 car and send him flying into the inside. Luckily, I don't think there's any barriers very close to there, but depending on what angle he went in there with, he might have ended up in the barrier. Not really too easy to tell, but not really sure if that was intentional from the 18 car. I don't believe so, but time will tell. Either way, holding our line, the number 4 car, keeping it very clean, staying right behind me. The number 20 car also doing a good job trying to keep as clean of a line as possible. The 3 and the 18 have been doing very well together, and the 12 car, I believe that is back there behind the 18, the blue and red car. Right here again, the side draft working in favor of the number 3 car, gets ahead of me. Not the biggest deal, just as long as he's not in front of my front splitter, I can keep him at bay and keep the inside line and hold my position through the turns, which works in my favor. And if the number 4 car helps me out, which he does, he gives me a little kiss in the rear bumper, we can start drafting and actually gain a little more speed out of it. However, the number 3 car pushes out for some reason and ends up 3 wide with the 12 and the 20 car there. Not sure exactly why he would do that, but he lost a lot of speed and he is now down 3 or 4 positions. But yeah, as we continue, the number 4 car keeps bump drafting, doing a good job, trying to keep it smooth, not bump draft me too wild, and while he's turning and swerving around. Number 18 car doing a good job of keeping his line. There's a little bit of movement there, but nothing too horrible. However, right here, coming up over here, I believe the number 4 car bumps me in about another lap or two, and there was a big accident that happened that caused this group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars to dissolve down, I guess you could say. Again, that number 18 car moving just a little bit, almost comes in contact with that number 20, and I think that number 20 kind of gave him a little pinch to the wall, like a, hey, I'm right here, stay in your line type of thing. But look, the number 18 car, and I don't know what car, the number 19 car there, just make a little bit of contact and the 18 comes down on him and they end up spinning a little bit. Sad case for the number 18 driver. He was doing so well to keep up with the top group, but things happen. Race might not go your way. Racing is racing. It is what it is. Now continuing on here again, the number 4 car tried to push on the outside. Does a very good job. But again, that inside line, and especially with the draft from the number 20 car behind me, helps a lot in keeping my position here and ensuring that that number 4 car doesn't swing in front of me and take my position. I'm not really sure what that number 20 car is doing there in the rearview mirror, but he keeps pushing out a little bit onto that number 4 car. No problem though, get a little bump from the 20 car. Just a little bit of a momentum push, you know, give me a little bit more speed into the corner, which is perfectly helpful for me through these last handful of laps. The number 4 car here slowly approaching us from our outside. Again, the number 20 car struggling to kind of keep a straight line. I think he's kind of sketching that 4 and 12 car out a little bit, but just up here coming up, I believe there was an accident somewhere through here, if I'm not wrong. Yes, the number 20 hits me, and when he bumps me, he unsettles himself and makes contact with the car that was to his outside. And when he did that, it spun him and crashed the top split of guys, basically ending the race for, I don't know, like 3 or 4 people. Sad and unfortunate. But from here, for me, it's just a game of get away, and I seen this one lonely driver here who is lapped, and I decided to slip into his slipstream, give myself a little boost and try to get as far away as I can from the two guys behind me, because by this point the number, I'm not wrong, the number 12, the number 15, and the number 12 and number 15 cars are hot on my tail. They are drafting with each other and they are coming up quick to try to catch up to me. And the only thing I can go off of is the two cars here, the one that I just passed and the one up ahead, to draft off of. Luckily though, the car right behind me decides to take a little draft off of myself, thus in turn giving us both an advantage, as now we can close in and hit top speed, or close to top speed, with just the two of us. He actually does really well at staying with my line. He kept it very clean, even when second and third place were hot on his heels. But again, coming through the corners here, I'm just staying on the 19, trying to draft off of him as much as possible. He runs the outside as to not obstruct the race, since he is a lapped car, which I always appreciate. But here, as we can see, we have the number, gosh, what number is that? The number 12 and 15 cars right behind me, and those two guys are on lap with me. They finally caught up, and here the number 15 giving me a very, very hard but important little push that sets me up for the win here. That little push, I think, separated me from them just enough, and oh, right there, the number 12 and the number 15 have a bad little net code touch, and unfortunately the number 12 goes into the wall and takes someone out with him. But coming up here to the race finish, this was the most close race finish that I've ever had in my life. Side by side, coming through the tri-oval at Daytona, and we were separated by exactly 0.003 seconds. So 3 thousandths of a second is what separated him from first place and me from second place. However chaotic of a race this was, appreciation to the number 15 for how close of a finish it was. Gosh, that's amazing. Just narrowly in front of him. Was not super far off from having a second place. But that was incredible. That was a great race. I was very happy about it. The result was amazing. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm hoping here to start working more diligently, goodness, on making more content and uploading more videos. That all will come in due time though, but I finally did get a better microphone, so I will sound much better when I am doing these commentary videos or even live videos, and I hope to start streaming also sometime soon. I just need to get a camera first, is my problem. But thank you very much for everybody. Have a good night.